Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 42 of my Avelorn campaign. Now we're nearing the end of this campaign really, although I would like to get Alariel's Star of Avelorn first, so I'm going to try and do that before the victory. If not, I will finish the campaign, keep playing a little bit more, get the quest battle, and then I'll put that in as well. But we do just need 2 more victory condition cities, and also to wound Archaon. Well, I don't think no, Archaon is not wounded. Archaon is over there somewhere. As you can see, he's tearing his way through vampire territory as we speak. I'm going to see if we can grab Altdorf, ideally, as sort of our last victory condition city. That would be the ideal, I think. It's difficult to get the AI to do what you want, though. At the moment, I'm hoping we can get them to... I mean, if we... Making camp. Okay, well, I'm going to make camp there. And do we... I had some agents sailing over here, didn't I? Didn't I? Where have they... Where have they gone? There they are. Found them. Yeah, you're going to come over here. I'm going to come over here and help me out a little bit. I'm hoping that the Empire will attack. If they don't, we might weaken it, maybe siege it and destroy it. Not to destroy it, but sack it a bit, just to try and lure them in. Oh. How did you... Where did... How... Okay, sure. I thought the Greenskins didn't have any more armies, but apparently I was incorrect. So let's head back this way to help with Castle Bastogne, just in case. I mean, it's quite a beaten up army. I don't... Yeah. Okay, we've got 2 more turns there. What I might do, in fact, is... I mean... Ulth 1 is generally okay, I think. What I might do is I might grab another... efficient upkeep reduction. And that's... I mean, Rana. Rana could be quite good as like a garrison commander, right? Because he's got quite cheap units. We can just fill him out with Lothar and Seaguard and all that kind of stuff. Just some bog standard units. And he can just sort of... Yeah. So let's do that. So we're going to grab him. I have to be a little bit careful. Because money-wise... we do have a bonus of 10% at the moment. So that's going to drop in a couple of turns. So I'm going to be a little bit careful, but Alistair, I think, could come and help in the old world. I think the more armies we have over here, the better. So Alistair's going to come and help. He's going to go and do that. If we can get the Empire, if we can get Bordeaux for the Empire, that means we can start trading with them again, because they'll be connected to their capital by a seaport. And that means we can start trading again. That would be very, very useful. We need to keep the vampires at bay as well, but I think we're managing that fairly well. Melinar, you're going to secure influence, and as someone suggested, Arnold Rimmer over here he's way too competent to be called Arnold Rimmer. So therefore, he is now going to be called Ace Rimmer. He's Ace Rimmer, he's Smoke Me a Kipper, he'll be back for breakfast. That's him there. And Melinar, you are going to be Valor of Ages, there we go. They did suggest calling this guy Arnold Rimmer, or maybe Lister. But again, he's quite competent for a Lister. I feel like he doesn't look like he would spend most of the day in a t-shirt covered in Vindaloo stains, to be honest. And he's got a chariot as well, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna hold off just because it's just Okay, so we took Nagarond. Nagaron's now under our control. That is good. We're going to head to the Great once we've recovered a little bit, because we need a few turns to recover. Alice's army is in a bit of state, so we're going to wait for him to replenish. In fact, we could actually get you over here. It's not much further, but it is further. So we're just going to replenish a little bit with you, and then we're going to hit Caldra. I think their main army is over here. Malekith has recruited an army. He's at Nagar. Alariel is sort of... I don't want to get caught by Malekith at sea, because I'm just worried that the AI might have a better auto-resolve than I am, so I'm not going to go sailing out, but I am going to hold Alariel here. She's just going to make sure that Malekith stays put while we surge eastward with Tyrion and Alice, and if he should head westward, then Alariel can go and grab Nagar from behind him. So basically, I want to trap him between our armies. he's going to have nowhere left to run. And otherwise, I think we're doing pretty well. Yeah, so we just need 2 more victory condition cities. One of which I hope is going to be Hordahn, and the other one I'm hoping to be Altdorf. That's what I'm going for. But it might be that the AI actually captures another settlement in between then. So, not sure. I've got quite a few allies, quite a few strong allies. They're obviously doing their own thing. So I'm hoping... Oh, where are you going? Where's that green skin army going to go? I hope he doesn't head to Gisero. Oh, he is. Okay, he only sacked it. He didn't destroy it. Obviously, Hordahn would have been our last victory condition city if Kazakarak had held, but unfortunately it's fallen to the greenskins, and it looks like the dwarves are going to get wiped out fairly soon. I'm amazed they held out for as long as they did, actually. I'm thinking the Wood Elves might take Skaven Blight, but it is quite a heavily defended city, so they might struggle. If I can get Alistair to maybe grab Montfort and then maybe grab Helmgart, that would divert some of the vampires in that direction. I think the vampires are having a bit of a bad time. So we're going to see there's like a huge sort of like swathe being cut directly into the heart of vampire territory. Oh no! Hordahn! Who the fuck was he? It was a critical success as well, and I don't know who it was.
I see the truth hidden behind your words.
Hello, vampires. Our magic's weakened, so perhaps a cessation of war is best. Well, it might be best for you. It's not best for me, though. Go to hell. I will be putting a poll up as well, because this campaign's coming to sort of the end of the campaign. So I'm going to put a poll up, which will have different factions for the next campaign, so vote for what you would like. I'm going to try and put a mixture of things up there. There's obviously some ones that I would really like to play, but I'm going to go with what you guys decide. So I'll have a look in the description, and I'll try to remember to put the link to the poll in there. Bob's back. Excellent. Where's Bob? Bob's over there. Fine. And we've got Warding of Vols. So that's more melee defense and ward save for Dragon Princes, which is going to come in useful. Pop Bob in there. Bob has actually got a skill point, which is useful. We're going to Barded Lithalmar Steed. Yep. Melcher is rank 19. Holy shit. He's some boy, isn't he? Some boy. Maybe Blade Valor. Yeah, Valor. Let's make him more killy, more good. So who got assassinated? Okay, good. I don't know who that was. That seems bad. Means I've got to write a letter back home. Dear Mrs. Look's name Hordahn. Your son obviously did fantastic work. Possibly, not sure. Can't remember who he was, but unfortunately he got stabbed by a Dark Elf assassin. It's very unfortunate. Normally people kind of walk away from that stuff, but he apparently took a nasty shiv to the spleen or something, and unfortunately bled out because no one could remember who he was. So that's unfortunate. But thank you for his service, that kind of thing.
Alariel's champion.
Yes, indeed you are. Okay, a couple turns there. If David can... Well, actually... Nice work, David. David as... Oh, just a top chap. I don't think we can reach that city in one turn. No, so we're going to just scooch over here. And then we're going to encamp. So we're going to get a bit of replenishment. And also be able to hit Harkaldra next turn. Gilgalian, you still need replenishment, don't you? Still struggling. But we do have the Handmaid and Doobie Whatsit, so that's good.
This is beneath.
Well, you say that, Melinar, but I need more influence, so keep at it.
Your aid.
Have you already moved?
Out of the question.
Yep, you've already moved. Okay, fine. Handmaiden. Hale and hearty. Yeah. Intolerable. No. Flat-footed. If only I could get... well, that's quite nice. Honed. Moocher 2. Return of the Moocher.
Prince of Elfwan.
You do need to... okay, we'll try and get some more influence next. Oh, it's probably not going to be enough, is it? It's probably not going to be enough. Bloody rubbish. Okay, well, you lads...
I am ready.
Let's move you lads over here. Tyra. You can assault units. Have we got 2 Tyra banks? I think we might have. I think we might have. I wonder if I can hit that army. If I sort of scooch over here and see if I can set up an ambush, just so I can destroy that force. Who are you? You're Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits. Well, I don't really care if I'm at war with... but I can't move without trashing my recruitment of Silverhounds. So I can't do that. Okay, fine. Never mind. Never mind. You know what? I want that. I want the Skull Island. Go and get me that one. Alistair. Good job, Alistair. And we're going to grab Blessing of Asurian. Knowledge of the end informs the individual and guides their actions. So the Phoenix Guard. I believe they never speak because they actually know how they're going to die. So they sort of... I think it's... What's it? So they don't speak because it could like destroy time or something if they do, which is a bit rubbish. So yeah, they don't speak and they know how they're going to die, and that's why they're so sort of fearless, because they're like, well, I didn't see myself die here, so it's probably not going to happen. Although I imagine that in the event they were going to a battlefield where they knew they were going to die, they might go, you know what, actually I'm feeling a little bit queasy today, Captain. I think I'll just stay in the barracks if that's okay with you. That's what I'd do. Just try and cheat fate. To hell with the time continuum. Yeah, Teclis has been spotted, unfortunate, but... Okay, they've dealt with the greenskins. Good job, guys. Nice work. Greenskins coming through Avelorn. That's going to piss the Wood Elves off, but they're not at war yet. Need to try and get them at war, but it's going to be... The Greenskins are strength rank 1, so it's going to be tricky to... It's going to be tricky to get them to declare war. I could get the Greenskins to declare war on the Wood Elves potentially, but I think they're busy, so they're probably not really that bothered. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no, we're under siege. Luon, come and help me, you gormless French bastard. Jesus Christ. Bloody Bretonians. What a bunch of... Oh, just the...
I see the truth hidden behind your words.
You are not a fan, are you, Malekith? No. You do want a peace treaty, though. No. No, Malekith, that's not going to happen. I'm fairly sure you can understand why it's not going to happen. Ooh, oh, Sabiath critically failed. Oh, what's that? That's not Malekith, is it?
Waste your breath. I already know what you...
You want a peace treaty? No, no peace. Only war. Hexotl's not doing very well, but I think it's because it's so spread out. They can't defend their cities. So I think once they've lost some, they'll actually come back because they'll be all attacking from the north.
Those who speak the truth are always welcome here.
Hey, buddy. Who the friggin'... Sure. Didn't even know I was at war with you, but sure. That's a non-aggression pact. So I wasn't at war with you, but you just want to... That's fine. Absolutely fine with that.
Duty is its own reward.
Okay, so Marienburg is under siege by some horrible, horrible vampires. I think we're in range. We can actually reach them. If I scooch over here...
Your last mistake.
Dispatch me.
Ugh, annoyingly, I guess I won't be having those silver helms then.
Send Louis.
And you actually want to fight? Really? Are you sure, Waldemir? I mean...
The Assa need me.
Alright. Got reinforcements coming in all over the place for this battle. Undead coming in right behind our battle line. We've got a nice... for a convocation attack coming through. That's going to go straight through the enemy reinforcements as they enter the battlefield. We've got the Lothar Sea Guard. In fact, most of our army facing this direction. We've got the Swordmasters and Bolt Throwers facing the main enemy force. We've got the reinforcements from the city coming in from the other side of the battlefield. And then Tekalis is coming in on our side of the battlefield. We've got the enemy reinforcements coming in from our side. And then, of course, the enemy army behind. So it's just units all over the sodding place. Lothar Sea Guard holding firm against the incoming Blood Knights. In comes Melchit as well. The charge isn't particularly strong. Blunted against the Lothar Sea Guard. Of course, Melchit there as well. It's going to force them to retreat. Tekalis has arrived on the battlefield with Itchy. And in comes his reinforcements. We've got some units on the right flank here. Lots of Grave Guards. The Silver Helms are going to come and deal with those. Being assisted by the Phoenix Guard and obviously additional Lothar Sea Guard and also some Shadow Warriors. The Phoenix Guard are probably going to try and deflect some of these cavalry units coming in. We've got 3 units of cavalry, 2 Blood Knights and a Black Knight coming towards our right flank. And some units have broken off to engage the garrison. So we've got another unit of Black Knights over there, unit of Grave Guard, some Fellbats and the Vampire Lord Waldemir. Silver Knight's got a good charge off, did a lot of damage, but the Grave Guard are just not retreating. They're still holding firm, which is not ideal. We're having to reinforce it, so we're throwing some Phoenix Guards into the fight as well to back them up. Of course, Lothar Sea Guard, very good defensive unit, not particularly good on the offense, so they are, although holding, not doing much damage. General Melchit has arrived on the left flank to help out with some Vargulfs, and there is Captain Darling just mowing down some Grave Guard with his chariot. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but, you know, a bit more medieval. Having dealt with the undead forces on our left flank, we now have to come back and assist on this flank, as there's a big old gap in our line over here, and the poor old Lothar Sea Guard are about to receive a nasty charge from some Black Knights and some Vargeists into the rear. Tekalis' forces holding firm, but again, a unit of Blood Knights has managed to flank us and go into some Lothar Sea Guard. The Lothar Sea Guard aren't going to take punishment, you know, as bad as a normal archery unit, obviously, because they have spears, but they're still going to be fairly damaged by that. But we're going to chase off the Blood Knights with some arrow fire. We've got a Phoenix Guard moving in to try and chase them down. Although those Blood Knights are running rampant, they're not doing as much damage as they could do, and they're also taking a lot of punishment from our Phoenix Guard. The Silver Helms have finally managed to finish off their units. The Vargeists are struggling in combat, and in come the Blood Knights once more, but now the High Elves are ready for them. There's a Phoenix there. Got some heroes dealing with that as well. The Lothar Sea Guard have finally turned around after dealing with the reinforcements, and they can now focus their arrows on the incoming vampire hordes. Grave Guard dying to our Swordmasters. There we go. There's another unit of Swordmasters that's free. It's just not doing anything. It's just chilling out. And we've got another big blob of units. You can see General Melchit bathing some more Grave Guard on this flank with fire. And then he's going to come charging down. The vampire units looking decidedly weakened. You can see a few now starting to crumble. The Blood Knights have got caught into combat with the Phoenix Guard. They're going to start really struggling, and they're going to be chased off by archers as well. This is not ideal for them. They really want to be sort of chasing. They ideally kill the archery units and then, or lock them down with the Vargeists, and then hit sort of the squishy underbelly of the enemy army with your Blood Knights. That will cause a lot of damage against Phoenix Guard. Those Blood Knights are going to really struggle. Big blobs of Grave Guard. The Grave Guard are going to be very outmatched by our Phoenix Guard. Most of the vampire army has now crumbled, and that leaves us free to finish off. The garrison has been struggling against the enemy army, but with the damage we've been doing to the main body of the enemy army, now it looks like the Grave Guard over here have crumbled, and it's just the Vampire Lord. Now we've got nothing over here that can really deal with the Vampire Lord, so General Melcher is on his way to assist. You can see Waldemar, whatever his name is carving his way through these High Elf spearmen. That guy just lost an arm. Still somehow managed to take his shield with him though. That's commitment to the cause, isn't it? Even when you lose your arm, you still manage to keep your shield with you. That is true commitment to the cause. That guy's lost his head. Spearmen now breaking and running, and the Vampire Lord. It looks like there's going to be a showdown between the Vampire Lord and General Melcher. General Melcher, though, sort of decides that, well, you know, showdowns are always very good, but maybe some fire. Bathes him in fire, and then going to see who wins, a Vampire Lord or a dragon. Yeah, it's the dragon. So Marienburg is safe, and the vampires have suffered quite a devastating blow. I mean, that's not going to help them fend off Archaon, is it? Throwing 2 stacks of troops at Marienburg and then getting them all killed. Oh well. Let's execute a lot of them. And they're going to try and break and run. Unfortunately, Melchit is only too happy to go and murder the fucking lot of them.
Your word. Retreat!
The winds are mine.
Prince.
Whose army's more battered? I think Melchit's is. Let's get Melchit back in to Marienburg to recover. He's also going to have to re-recruit those sodding silver helms. Do I, rather than the shield, do I just get, I mean... I'm tempted to get a tree man.
As I expected.
Oh, I'll just get some silver helms. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I can always replace them. They're quick to replace. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, fine. Good. Itchy, you're going to have a power drain. Because can't go wrong with more Winds of Magic. And Tyra Banks, you're going to have Foe Seeker. Ooh. Replenish troops. Because actually Teclis' army isn't replenishing very quickly. So yeah, that's going to help out there. Fantastic. And we've got agents approaching, so we can send them. Let's don't damage the walls. Good job. And let's go and can we secure influence as well?
This is beneath me.
Setting sail.
Alright, well you can do that next turn then, I guess. So let's damage more walls, and let's go and grab the skull helm over there. Then we can land, maybe go and lay siege to Bordeaux. So we do have more greenskin armies. There's Ragak Harmbreaker coming through Avelorn, which is going to... I mean, how do the Wood Elves feel about the greenskins? They do not like them. The greenskins about the Wood Elves? Actually getting slightly better for some reason. Alright, fine, whatever. Gilgalian, you're going to have... Yeah, you're going to have a Great Eagle. That's what we're going to give you. And I think you're pretty much good to go. But if we could get just 40 influence.
What do you require? There will be carnage.
Which we've got. Excellent. Because obviously we want to take Rakdu Gorge, so we're going to do that. Oh, we've already got you've already got a handmaiden. She's vigorous. Yes, I remember. Son of a... Right, okay, yeah. The problem is I you know, pick these... I pick the game up like maybe a day or 2 days in between, so it's tricky to remember what I did last time. We do want you to have... I guess Spearmaster would be a good shout, and in fact we can probably... I mean, Helm of Discord is pretty good. Starlance, sure. Talisman of Safri, why the hell not? Potion of Strength sounds good to me. Have a Bard, have a that thing, and that's all good.
Defender of the Everqueen.
And Michaela, you can be Foe Seeker. Melinar, Blade Master, whatever, doesn't really matter. Shock Track Mountain's going to be absolutely fine. And before I forget, I wanted to get Obsidian over here. And I also wanted to get Salt over here, didn't I? Let's mine those. Let's get those salt mines. What the hell's that? Ancient subterranean palace. The seafaring Hiles of Kothic built grand edifices into the cliffsides, creating partial underground cities. It's dangerously like dwarves, isn't it? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Don't know how I feel. And of course we wanted to get... I wanted to get dyes down here, so I have to do that. I think everything else is looking pretty good. Captain Darling, you're going to have on Arcane on Forging, because that should help if you need to kill anyone with magic. And General Melchik can have Immortality, because of course he can. And Bob can have Hard to Hit. More melee defense. The Broken Lands needs to be up... Oh, we actually need walls, though. Walls is very important. Let's upgrade that. Let's get more public order here, because Alaria won't be here forever. We've got a lot of ports here, haven't we? So I was going to get Elven Embassy, so let's do that as well. And Temple of Asurian, just to offset that Chaos Corruption, would be pretty good. So far so good. Malekith is over there. Looks like he's coming in this direction. So could we tease him?
The Everqueen.
I mean, the only problem is we might take a... Well, you know what? I'm going to just scooch up here. Let's go. Oh, look, Malekith. Oh no. Am I too close?
Voyaging.
He might head for the Blacklight Tower, but it's going to be okay in 3 turns. If we threaten Nagar, I'm wondering if that'll be enough, but
Warden Sarior.
we can damage walls here. Success. Nice work. And then
Ready.
Alice, you can go and hit.
Now we strike.
Yeah, we are going to have to fight that one, but I don't think it's going to be a tricky fight to win. But it's just a little bit close on the old balance of power there to auto-resolve it. That could be very, very painful if I did decide to do that. So the walls are already slightly damaged in the city, so it shouldn't be too difficult to take it. There's Alice leading from the... Well, I say Alice. Latania is actually leading from the front, taking a bit of fire there, but I think she's okay. Alice is charging ahead. He's going to start opening fire with his bow. The Phoenix is already in the city. Nice little shot there from Alice that does quite significant damage. How many did you actually... 5 kills, Jesus. And the Phoenix is going to poop all over the Dark Shards, basically just cause chaos in amongst the Dark Elf garrison. Lots of poops going off there, large explosions, Dark Elves exploding everywhere, which is exactly what I love to see. That's definitely the kind of thing that gets my motor going, if you pardon the expression. The Phoenix is going to keep flying over the Dark Shards because it keeps them moving around. Rather than firing on me, they're trying to dodge the potential explosive poops. And when they're trying to dodge things, they aren't firing on me, which works. And then Titania, or Litania, whatever her name is going to throw a banishment, which is going to just devour those Dark Shards. The Dark Shards gone. Got some Black Ark Corsairs here who are bearing the brunt of our Shadow Warriors, and they've got some units of Dark Shards on this wall over here, currently facing nothing. good job, guys. Nice lookout. Witch elves over defending that gate. More witch elves over here. They're definitely defending this gate, which is a bit silly considering there's giant holes in the walls, guys. But never mind, as long as they're doing that. The witch elves going to take the place of the dark shards in getting shot, which it really does. It points out the downside of not wearing many clothes to a battlefield. I mean, generally, not wearing clothes to places is always going to be a little bit, unless it's very hot. But Nagrand isn't hot; it's very cold. So witch elves, I mean, not. I don't know. But how about a big chainmail? Chainmail would probably be a good idea. Something, just not bikini. Don't get me wrong, I'm fully behind that. If you've got it, flaunt it. I know I do, that's why I wear shorts a lot. But on the other hand, I realise that if I was going into a battlefield, shorts might not be the correct attire. Anyway, Corsairs clashing against the Phoenix Guard, that's going to be very, very one-sided. Witch Elves clashing against more Phoenix Guard, again that's going to be pretty one-sided. Death Hag is in here as well to help out. Our bolt throwers seem to be doing more damage to our Phoenix Guard than anything else, but never mind. Phoenix is going to come into the rear of the Black Ark Corsairs and start making a mess. Got some Dark Riders charging into our rear. Didn't see them coming. Alith has created a double. That must be very useful. I mean, just imagine if you can't be bothered to go down and make a cup of tea, like I can sometimes. You just create a double to go down and do it. On the other hand, a double would be me, so he'd probably just drink the tea anyway. Anyway, Lothar Seaguard now coming in to the city. The Dark Shards, who are really not paying attention to the battle, are you guys? This is very poor from them. I mean, one of those guys has got like arrows in his side of his face, and he's still not turning around. So those Dark Shards are going to get absolutely destroyed. Dark Riders are dead. Death Hag is on her way out. The Witch Elves have died as well. We do have some more Witch Elves over here. They are currently getting shot full of arrows. Not very sensible. So that's what's happening to them. The Phoenix is chasing some units, and as you can see, the rest of the army is now routing. There we go. Very, very easy battle there. Nice, easy siege.
Victory is everything.
The balance of power there was certainly about 50-50, and that doesn't feel like it was 50-50. That feels like it was a crushing victory for me. So there we go. There will indeed. We're going to occupy. That's the consequence. It's not a, not a brutal consequence, but it is a consequence. So I've taken Harkaldra. We just need to, now I've taken Nagrand, I just want to sort of capture some of these settlements back here. And once we've done that, then we can start pushing eastward with both Tyrion and Alice. How's Tyrion doing, in fact? He's just got one more turn, and he's fully recovered as well. Excellent stuff. Gilgaining can grab Rakdu Gorge. Alice can grab the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. I think that David can probably come over here. We might be able to grab the Great Arena as well. I've also got to keep an eye on Malekith. And then down here, obviously, we've got Melchit and Tekalis just healing up after their victory at Marienburg. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.